Hot news: Senate Intelligence Committee subpoenas Trump attorney Michael Cohen. The New York Times. By and Washington U. The Senate Intelligence Committee has issued a subpoena to compel Michael D. Cohen, President Trump's former lawyer, to appear before the panel next month to formally correct false testimony that he delivered last year about a proposed Trump Organization project in Moscow, one of his lawyers confirmed on Thursday. The subpoena was disclosed a day after Mr. Cohen pulled out of a public hearing scheduled for February 7 before the House Oversight and Reform Committee, citing in a letter from his lawyer, Lanny J. Davis, verbal attacks by Mr. Trump. Mr. Cohen's initial agreement to appear before the Oversight Committee had been voluntary, but he will have little choice in complying with the Senate request. Democrats unlike the oversight session, Mr. Cohen's return to the Senate Intelligence Committee will almost certainly be behind closed doors. The panel has Mr. Cohen has appeared before the Senate Intelligence Committee twice before behind closed doors. In one case, since his guilty plea in late November for lying to Congress, Senate Intelligence Committee officials have worked with Mr. Cohen and his lawyers to try to secure a return visit voluntarily so he can correct his false testimony and answer other questions pertinent to the panel's investigation. But those talks, spokeswomen for the Intelligence Committee's top Republican and Democrat both declined to comment, and Mr. Davis did not elaborate beyond confirming receipt of the subpoena. The back and forth over Mr. Cohen's testimony was the cause of continued sniping on Thursday between Mr. Trump and Mr. Davis. The president linked, in an early morning, Mr. Trump described Mr. Cohen as a bad lawyer and reminded the public about Mrs. Clinton's 2016 interview with the FBI, the circumstances of which have become part of a litany of anti-Clinton narratives that cast the investigation into her use of a private server as flawed. The second lawyer to whom Mr. Trump alludes without naming is most likely a Washington attorney and close ally of the Clintons, who is currently representing Mr. Cohen. In an interview on Thursday, Mr. Davis accused Mr. Trump's current personal lawyer, Rudolph W. Giuliani, of witness tampering he made about Mr. Cohen's father-in-law, suggesting he might have ties to organized crime. Earlier this week, Mr. Trump has previously raised the notion that Mr. Cohen's father-in-law, Fima Shusterman, a Ukrainian immigrant, has ties to organized crime, but there has been no evidence to back up those claims. Mr. Trump has immunity from indictments, so it's alleged or argued in the Justice Department, Mr. Davis said on Thursday in an interview with ABC's Good Morning America. But Mr. Giuliani responded on Thursday, saying that the president's remarks were more than sufficient to answer those claims. Mr. Trump and his advisors had been focused on what Mr. Cohen that could further damage the president's image and possibly present new legal problems. Republicans, top House Democrats have already warned Mr. Trump about witness tampering after the earlier this month accusing Mr. Cohen of lying in an effort to get a better deal with federal prosecutors. On Wednesday, Representative Elijah E. Cummings of Maryland, who leads the Oversight and Reform Committee, and Representative Adam B. Schiff of California, the chairman of the Intelligence Committee, Mr. Cohen's concerns for his family's safety and repeated their earlier warning against efforts to intimidate witnesses, which is against the law. Mrs. Clinton, now a private citizen, continues to be a favorite target of Mr. Trump and some of his supporters who have chanted at rallies nearly 2 years after she lost the presidential election.
Raindrop, drip, drop top, top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that.